Hello and welcome to 1000 Verses Bible Quiz channel. Today we have carefully chosen and organized 15 challenging questions to test how well you know the Bible. Before you start the quiz, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our next episode. Give your comment about the quiz and how you've scored in the comment section below. Are you ready? Let's get started. Question 1. When there was no water to drink, how did Moses provide it? From a fleshy plant. From earthen jars. From his rod. From a rock. The answer is from a rock. Exodus chapter 17, verses 1 to 7. The Lord answered Moses, "Go out in front of the people, take with you some of the elders of Israel, and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile, and go. I will stand there before you by the rock at Horeb. Strike the rock, and water will come out of it for the people to drink." Question 2. On which mountain were the Israelites given the 10 Commandments? Mount Sinai, Mount Nebo, Mount Olives, Mount Ararat. The answer is Mount Sinai. Exodus chapter 19, verse 20. As the sound of the trumpet grew louder and louder, Moses spoke, and the voice of God answered him. The Lord descended to the top of Mount Sinai and called Moses to the top of the mountain. So Moses went up. Question 3. What is the seventh commandment? Thou shalt not covet. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not bear false witness. The answer is thou shalt not commit adultery. Exodus chapter 20, verse 14. The commandment prohibits sexual infidelity or unfaithfulness within marriage. It emphasizes the sanctity of the marital relationship and the importance of fidelity and loyalty between spouses. Question 4. What was on top of the Ark of the Covenant? 2 cherubim, candlestick, golden bowl, Aaron's rod. The answer is 2 cherubim. Exodus chapter 25, verse 18. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold in the 2 ends of the mercy seat, and make 1 cherub on the one end, and the other cherub on the other end. Even of the mercy seat shall you make the cherubims on the 2 ends thereof. Question 5. On what type of stone were the 12 children of Israel to have their names engraved? An emerald, an onyx, a sapphire, a jade. The answer is an onyx. Exodus chapter 28, verse 9. Take 2 onyx stones and engrave on them the names of the sons of Israel in the order of their birth, 6 names on 1 stone and the remaining 6 on the other. Question 6. What woman wanted to change her name to Mara, meaning bitter? Naomi, Hannah, Orpah, Rebecca. The answer is Naomi. Ruth chapter 1, verses 20 to 22. Naomi's life had been marked by tragedy, as she had lost her husband and both of her sons. Feeling deeply grieved by her losses and the challenges she faced, Naomi wished to change her name to reflect the bitterness of her circumstances. Question 7. Who is the woman who threatened to kill the prophet Elijah? Jerusha, the medium of Endor, Jezebel, the widow of Zarephath. The answer is Jezebel. 1 Kings chapter 19, verses 1 to 3. Queen Jezebel made this threat because Elijah had just defeated the prophets of Baal in a dramatic showdown on Mount Carmel, demonstrating the power of the God of Israel over the false god Baal. Jezebel, a worshipper of Baal, was furious at Elijah for challenging her religion and had vowed to kill him in retaliation for the humiliation of her prophets. Question 8. Who was the young woman who gave water to Eliezer and his camels in Mesopotamia? Milcah, Rachel, Ruth, Rebecca. The answer is Rebecca. Genesis chapter 24, verses 15 to 19. The young woman who gave water to Eliezer and his camels in Mesopotamia was Rebecca. Abraham's servant Eliezer is sent to find a wife for Isaac, Abraham's son. At a well in the city of Nahor, Rebecca demonstrates kindness and hospitality by offering water to Eliezer and his camels. This act of generosity leads Eliezer to recognize Rebecca as the chosen wife for Isaac. Question 9. How many years did Sarah live? 156 years, 127 years, 107 years, 116 years. The answer is 127 years. Genesis chapter 23, verse 1. Sarah died at the age of 127 and was buried by her husband Abraham in the cave of Machpelah. Question 10. What was Priscilla's trade? Seller of purple fabric, tent maker, idol maker, dressmaker. The answer is tent maker. Acts chapter 18, verses 2 to 3. There he met a Jew named Aquila, a native of Pontus, who had recently come from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because Claudius had ordered all Jews to leave Rome. Paul went to see them, and because he was a tent maker as they were, he stayed and worked with them. Question 11. Who was the king of Persia in the book of Esther? Ahasuerus, Darius, Nebuchadnezzar, Belshazzar. The answer is Ahasuerus. Esther chapter 1, verse 1. In the book of Esther, the king of Persia was King Xerxes I, also known as King Ahasuerus in some translations. He was the ruler of the vast Persian Empire, which extended from India to Ethiopia during his reign in the 5th century. Question 12. Who disobeyed the king by not coming when he called? The serving maid, Memucan, the prince, Vashti, the queen, Zethar, the chamberlain. The answer is Vashti, the queen. Esther, chapter 1, verse 12. Queen Vashti disobeyed King Xerxes' command to come before him when he called for her. King Xerxes summoned Queen Vashti to display her beauty before his guests at a banquet, but she refused to come. As a result of her disobedience, King Xerxes removed Vashti from her position as queen, paving the way for Esther to become queen. Question 13. How did the King Xerxes decide who his new wife would be? He married the daughter of the king of Egypt. He held a beauty contest for the young girls of Persia. His chamberlain chose the most beautiful girl he could find. He married his brother's daughter. The answer is he held a beauty contest for the young girls of Persia. Esther, chapter 2, verse 2-4. King Xerxes decided who his new wife would be through a royal decree that called for a beauty contest among the young women of the kingdom. Beautiful young virgins from all the provinces of Persia were to be gathered to the harem in Susa. From among these women, King Xerxes would select his new queen. Esther was chosen as the queen of Persia. Question 14. What was Queen Esther's nationality? Persian, Median, Jewish, Egyptian. The answer is Jewish. Esther, chapter 2, verse 7. Esther's nationality was Jewish. She was a descendant of the tribe of Benjamin and a member of the Jewish community living in exile in the Persian Empire. Despite her Jewish heritage, Esther concealed her identity at the advice of her cousin Mordecai when she was selected to become Queen of Persia. Question 15. In the book of Esther, what did Bigthan and Teresh try to do? Kill Mordecai. Assassinate the king. Kill Haman. Overthrow the king. The answer is assassinate the king. Esther, chapter 2, verse 21. In the book of Esther, Bigthan and Teresh were two of King Xerxes' eunuchs who conspired to assassinate the king. Their plot was discovered and thwarted by Mordecai, Esther's cousin. Mordecai overheard their conversation, plotting the assassination, and reported it to Queen Esther, who relayed the information to the king. Congratulations, you did it! You completed our Bible quiz. If you enjoyed this Bible quiz, give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos like this. Don't forget to share what you've learned about God's Word with family and friends.